Alrighty, performance. This is a detailed category, so I'm going to try my best to answer all the questions that come to mind. And if I don't, be sure to reach out to the leadership team in the House of LaBeija, but I'm going to do my best, okay? Performance, there will be 4 subcategories, and each subcategory will receive their own trophy, but there will be one overall cash winner for this category. And so the 4 subcategories will be Butch Queen Vogue Femme, Female Figure, Old Way versus New Way, and then Realness with a Twist. Again, Butch Queen Vogue Femme, Female Figure. Then the third subcategory will be Old Way versus New Way. Old Way will not be a subcategory, and New Way will not be a subcategory. It will be a subcategory together. So it will be Old Way versus New Way. And then the fourth subcategory will be Realness with a Twist. And there will be a caveat for you if you are walking Realness with a Twist, which I will go over later. The overall theme for performance is the Matrix. The overall theme is the Matrix Reloaded. And it is a journey of self-discovery. Participants will draw inspiration from the Matrix to explore the journey of breaking free from societal norms and discovering one's true self, using the iconic aesthetic and the themes from the film. Okay, from the film The Matrix Reloaded. For Butch Queen Vogue Femme, specifically, think of tailored black suits or sharp lines embodying rigidity. Transition into a more fluid outfit with flowing fabrics incorporating elements like a long coat or a cape that moves dramatically with each motion. Note that the effect should have some form of a transition. So seal and reveal in your tens, okay? If you're coming restricted in tight lines, like, what is it? Losing train of thought. It would be a straight jacket, right? So if you are coming in a straight jacket, you must transition into something more fluid, like a cape. So whether it unbuckles or rips open into a fluid garment, we must see that dramatic transition. And that is actually for every subcategory for performance. It does not have to be a suit. It does not have to be hard lines, but the first part of your effect must be more tailored and more restricting, okay? And then transitioning into something that is less restrictive and more fluid. For female figures, think of starting in a vintage inspired dress with strong silhouettes and then transitioning into something like a more modern look featuring bold colors and asymmetrical designs, incorporating accessories like futuristic jewelry or a headpiece that signifies transformation. This effect also must seal and reveal when you are receiving your tens. There's a difference between female figure and Butch Queen Vogue Femme. For female figures, you aren't necessarily coming in like a tailored suit, but your transition is from something that is vintage, dated, so to speak, and transition to something that's more modern and more relevant current. We want to be able to see that transition, and whether that again is something from a vintage dress or antique prop into something that signifies something more current or modern. And that can be both in your accessory, in your effect, or in your prop that you're bringing. Again, for these categories, you have to seal and reveal to receive your tens. That is your transition. The third subcategory is Old Way versus New Way. I like this category because it's straight to battles. The theme for Old Way versus New Way is facing demons, straight to the battleground. In an electrifying showdown, Old Way contenders will battle each other until one remains, while New Way competitors do the same. When each style has crowned its last standing warrior, the two will clash in an epic final battle for a spot to compete for the trophy and a chance to compete for the overall cash prize of performance. So there will be one winner for Old Way once you have battled down, and one winner for New Way once you have battled down. And then the winner of Old Way will battle the overall winner of New Way to be the overall winner of Old Way versus New Way. I hope that makes sense. So I'll break this down. I'll try to break it down some more. Old Way, everyone who's walking Old Way will go straight to battles. And the same thing will happen for New Way. If you're walking New Way, it'll be 2, straight to battles. And then it will rotate, battle, 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 battle for each of those components. And then the winners of those components will, or subcategories, will then battle each other to be the overall winner of Old Way and New Way versus New Way. And then there will be one winner for that subcategory. So either it's going to be an Old Way or it's going to be a New Way girl. Either way, straight to the battleground. For Old Way, use structured outfits with defined shapes and monochromatic colors. Structured outfits with defined shapes and monochromatic colors. Think about things that have some type of architect to it. Geometrical shapes, rigid, strict lines. Also, you need to be in a monochromatic color. Mono, one. Chromatic, okay? So it's one color in a color palette. Whatever color that is, it needs to be that one color. Head to toe, monochromatic. Head to toe, monochromatic. Not head to toe, monochromatic, including shoes. Everything must be a monochromatic color. If there's like a button or a zipper, that's fine, okay? Or like a necklace, which I don't really recommend having big jewelry if you're doing performance. But if you do, that is okay. Like small minor details are fine. I will accept like black shoes. Black shoes are okay for Old Way versus New Way in your monochromatic color. Well, specifically for Old Way. For your monochromatic color, you can have a black shoe. It is okay. But any other color will not be permitted if it does not match your monochromatic color that is presented in the rest of your effect. For New Way, opt for vibrant flowing garments with abstract patterns and eye-catching accessories, perhaps including LED lights or reflective materials to emphasize freedom and innovation. So the opposite. You want something that's more flowing, something that's not rigid. It does not have to be a monochromatic color, okay? Because you can think about abstract patterns. And this is for New Way. And think about something that's vibrant, including LED lights. But we want you to think outside the box. Again, for this category, subcategory is straight to the battleground. Old Way versus New Way with one overall winner of this subcategory to compete for overall cash prize.